Good morning. Welcome to today's Trade Ideas and Signal. Disclaimer here, please take notes. Okay. So without wasting time, we just go straight into our what is it called? Our order. And okay, let me take the disclaimer out. Okay, here we are in the market currently, and this is what the market is currently doing. Okay, this is my order, at least for this it's a risky one because of what we are running into here. So that's the reason why I just picked this order. It's a very risky one. So it's just like we have this internal structure here, and at the same time, I sense this level before it continue to move in that direction. So I missed the opportunity of buying from this low because I came late into the market and tending to business around there. So I figured if we miss one opportunity in the market, it will if it is a valid point, it will always provide another valid entry for us. So if peradventure it is a valid entry for us, then can be anticipating that it's going to give us a very, very valid order in the market. But it's a risky one from the way we are looking at it. But nonetheless, anything can happen in the market. So if it did come out good. But before we move on, so that's my own trade, at least for now. So before we move on to another, okay, let's just do overall analysis and try to see what the something is doing so far and how we can capitalize on it. So we did experience some things yesterday, and the market, the trade I gave here yesterday materialized perfectly. In fact, we can understand it fully here. Is on 15 minutes that I guess we can just that the trade did materialize. As you can see, let's go to 5 minutes, at least for us to be able to see it. Really. So looking at 5 minutes, we can see how it played out. The market didn't initially give us entry here. We missed it by small pips, then it comes out to materialize the something. Then it's just all of a sudden reverses into the area TP, then it starts. We see we experience a reversal from this point, but it did come out, give us our 1 to 3 before it reverses and starts moving. So it was a very, very quick trade and it did materialize well. So let's go back to our something. So moving from that particular point now in the market, going to 1 hour and trying to see what we can capitalize on. So we experienced something yesterday. We experienced this leg this week, and it just weak us through, give us what we want in the market, and at the same time continue to move in our direction. So what are we seeing here? We saw a very pure reversal pattern, and we can see the market is trying to still go up. If we look from higher time frame, we will see what I'm talking about. I talked about how I'm expecting this to be a weak high, and until we have this leg being closed below and this particular one also being closed below. Now I talked about, if you watch previous video, because I don't want my videos to be too long again. So you will see how what I've explained about. So this particular leg here is the validation point now for us to know, maybe, okay, if this leg sent price down and close below it, then okay, let's just move on with our structure analysis. So here automatically becomes our strong a strong guy on minor level. This is we are on 1 hour. So strong guy, and then automatically here becomes our weak low, which we are expecting price to do what? To rate. But from what we are seeing, from the reaction, our strong guy is supposed to be protected. And what do we see here? It has been invalidated. So from there, we can see that, okay, we have a shift, a minor shift on lower time frame is a minor shift. So minor MSS. And what do we have immediately after the flip is the valid level for us. Is a level because we can see this level here. But if at all this is an effect of news anyway, is news effect. This news effect to me. So, but personally, we can see something here immediately after the major market, minor market structure shift. We see a TC, which signal trend change for us. So immediately trend after trend change, what we are expecting on higher time frame on major structure is different from what we are experiencing on lower time frame. With what is doing on higher time frame, we just have to wait a little and see this becomes our strong low, and automatically with the leg it's created here, and with what is doing here automatically turns to our weak high. So the what we are seeing on lower time frame and higher time frame is quite different. So this happens to be our weak high, and here automatically becomes our dealing range. But what are we having here? So this is our dealing range. Personally, I figured we have this imbalance, massive imbalance here. The market is yet to kind of fill before going upward. But with the kind of price action that we are experiencing here, we just have to flow with the market, no matter what. So this is a very massive something in the market, and here this particular level is also a mitigation block. So let's tag that as our PDA, and we'll be expecting price to kind of react from that level. But if the volatility is high, there will be a lot of imbalances that will be created here and there. But if we look on lower time frame, that level might be kind of so we have this level to be a liquidity void, but if we look at it on lower time frame, it might not be a liquidity void. So let's try and check through. As we can see, there is proper mitigation of the level when there's something the structure trend change that we experience that level. If we study it on lower time frame, we will see. Then the little imbalance that we have here has been mitigated. This little liquidity void that was created, and this leg properly mitigate it as far as we are concerned. But this particular leg here, this internal structure, but is perfectly coupled with what is it called? So we have little imbalance here. All these places are yet to be properly mitigated, and they are the thing that we can be expecting that okay, price might later come into to come and act from that same level. So to be on safer side, I will be having this particular leg as my entry. I've already picked the entry. If you are yet to be in the something, you can just pick your entry with this particular something. But apart from this particular level, this here is another level that I would like to trade from in the future, because there is an imbalance that is lying below this low. So we can be anticipating that price is still going to come down into this particular level to come and do its things, just uh to give us a proper mitigation of that particular level. So can be anticipating this leg, which is a 15 pips something, and that's 45. 459. That will give us a proper 1 2 3 in the market. So let's go to 1 hour to try and see what it is, and how we can excuse me, how we can capitalize on it. So we have one leg here, that this particular something, we have this internal structure on 1 hour that we can capitalize on. There's an internal structure there, and same time we have this massive something below the internal structure. We have a liquidity void here that markets can react from. So these are the appropriate entry for me, at least for now. This first one or this second one, these are the levels that I'm expecting to enter the market. Even though we have a lot of imbalances here, and the news that caused this leg, and it was properly mitigated with all these ones. But if peradventure the entry we have above here did is got invalidated, this entry above, and if this particular leg that we have here, let's study it closely. Let's take out these ones. Let me take it out briefly so that we can analyze that same level. You see, we are having a proper mitigation of this leg going forward. But this, let's do it this way. Okay. Looking closely at this leg, looking closely at this particular leg, we can see what it's creating, and we can see how liquidity, internal liquidity has been tapped before we continue to move upward here. So what we are waiting for is the closure above this leg. If we have a closure above this particular leg here, with what is being created here, then we can believe that okay, this level has been validated and we can continue to move within the something, and our buy got invalidated. This particular level is just a risky one if peradventure market did not bother to come down. So if we look at 4 hour, we can see what is creating, and as we can see, we have a lot of things here that is going on. So if peradventure this leg got invalidated, then we can be anticipating that price can come below into all these levels. But if we check 4 hours properly, we can see this particular level, this inverted internal structure. And as we can see, there is proper mitigation of that level. But if at all, if it got invalidated, then we know that okay, price is coming below this low. Then before my buy can got invalidated is below this low here, the second buy that I picked. So we have three trades now, three possibilities in the market. And possibility one is this particular level here. This leg is our possibility one. This is my possibility one, my possibility two here, and this is my third possibility in the market. So this particular one, and I trusted this one more. But anything can happen in the market. Anything can just happen in the market. So we can continue to move with this level, or we retrace back into this. Then before we can start looking for sell, we have to break below this low. We have to break below this low. But if this I something got invalidated, this leg got invalidated and close below, then automatically I can look for sell from within this leg, because we have to invert this my level that I'm buying from. So it will be inverted. So just take note so that at least we can sell into the levels that we have here. So I guess this should be a very valid something for us. So three possibilities in the market. Possibility one, possibility two, possibility three. Then if peradventure we close below this low, then we can invert our entry from this level. Then we know that okay, that will turn to our probability number four, which is possibility four. So this will be my trace at least for today. Note this, there is another one here, it's an internal structure. You can just pick it and give yourself one, two, three. So that will be all, at least for now. So thank you very much. Have a profitable day.